warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I am Muhammad Ali bin Rafiq.
I'm Sabilillah,
I am the first presenter.
and I'm host and the second presenter. Now we gonna tell you the IPS paper. The title is Geographical Relation of Indonesia and Arab Saudi. Okay, the first presenter is Alif Ainarobi. Time is yours.
Chapter 1 Preliminary 1. Background. Indonesia geographical region between two continents and two across and located around the equator is a climatological factor across plot and background. In this geographical position, Indonesia is located east and hemisphere with a tropical monsoon climate, which is very sensitive to the El Nino short-term oscillation. Good and short climate anomaly. In short, cause drop if the surface temperature condition of the central to eastern equatorial Pacific Asia. Pacific Asia West. El Nino. Based on climate analysis in the last 30 years, there is the tendency to form new climate patterns that cover. 2. Formulation of the problem. 1. What feathers do Indonesia have geographically? 2. Where is the location and geographical condition of Saudi Arabia? 3. Purpose of the paper. We can compare the geographical region between the country of Indonesia and the country of Arab Saudi, and we go know more about the country of Indonesia and the country of Saudi Arabia. If to learn it properly.
Chapter 2. Discussion. Geographical relation is the relation of America from the relative. That's geographical relation. Indonesia is linked between two continents, namely the continents of Asia and the continents of Australia, and between two ones, namely an Indian ones of the Pacific Ocean. Friends who live in the country of Indonesia are very lucky because they live in country that is that relation. Geographical relation is the relation of area based on land and the constraints. Geographical relation can also be interpreted as the relation an area is set in its position relative to other areas. Based on its geographical relation, Indonesia is linked between two countries, namely Asian countries in the Australian continent in the south. Indonesia is also like between two ones, namely the Pacific ones is the east and the Indian ones in the west and south. The influence of Indonesia geographical relation is number 1. Indonesia is a cornerstone of world trade in trade. Indonesia straight geographical relation has always been a cornerstone of world trade, both air and sea trade. In addition, Indonesia is also a scoring point for world economic activities, especially trade between introduced countries and developing countries. For example, Indonesia has become a point of the trade crossing between Japan, Korea, China, and countries in Africa, Australia, and Europe. Number 2, Indonesia has 4 points. Indonesia has 4 checkpoints out of 10 checkpoints in the world. Checkpoints are the main international shipping lanes that various mechanisms and others of the 10 checkpoints in the world for the area in Indonesia, namely the Malaysia Strait, Sunda Strait, Lombok Strait, and Makassar Strait. The start points are transferred by 40% of foreign speeds because they are the main routes of international trade. Number 3, Indonesia has 2 seasons. The geographical region of Indonesia with a flanking by 2 countries and 2 winds and crossed by the equator causes Indonesia to traverse by the monsoon and its monsoon, the wet monsoon with winds of an Asia coast and the bands of the Indian ones, the Australian current. These winds months bring water vapor in Lake Perth, causing the rain season in Indonesia. The 8th month with the 8th month bring dry air, sea. The months cause Indonesia to expanded a dry season. Number 4, the extent of the Arlindo Parliament Indonesia cortex. Indonesia geographical region caused the Arlindo phenomenon. The phenomenon causes the change against gradients, the check of flow of from the Pacific ones to the Indian Ocean. Orlando, the main water mass through equipment office and marine biota. The advance of Indonesia geographical region can be said for the import is as so the advance of Indonesia geographical region are: number 1 is easy export process. The export-import process is easy because Indonesia is center of shipping and international trade. Indonesia is a point of international of the economies of developed and developing countries, which makes it easy to market production in Indonesia. Number 2, helping the community's economy. Money for disposal and transport in Indonesia that extends and the content of the sorting community will trade around the port and particular state. Number 2, Indonesia has a lot of natural resources. The best of monsoon in Indonesia territory has import the climate. The tropical climate in Indonesia is ideal to produce natural Persian forestry, marine and terrestrial species. Number 4, Indonesia has a lot of fish and marine life. The Indonesia coast Arlindo, which move from the Pacific Ocean to the Indian Ocean, cause Indonesia waters to become warm during the different process. Warm water are very provided by nutritious fish and marine life. Okay, now is discussion of Arab Saudi. Arab Saudi, the economist when profits from oil has greater care and partition of the power of the role of the Saudi royal family, both at home and abroad. This area is said to be a trending area spread in the Hijaz region between Yemen, Mecca, Medina, Damascus, and Palestine. Argel well known at the time especially of that when records that product and milk and the products. At the present time, that permit system is banned from besides already yes. Water supply and sanitation in Arab Saudi. Its area is 2,220,000 kilometers. Saudi Arabia covers 4/5 of the Arabian Peninsula and is the largest country in the Middle East Asia. The lowest levels here are in the Basin Group at 0 meters and Jabal Sauda at 3 133 Meccan Saudi Arabia is known as the flag country and has many protected areas. The foremost the first in the south of Saudi Arabia, which is dubbed the export region in Arabic and Al-Qani, the largest area in the world. But in the south, there is a mountainous area that is grass and green, that is hardly and fertile rivers or lakes in the country. But there are plenty of wetlands. Some species can become found in Malaysia, different descent and uses. There is question?
There's no. There's no.
Yes.
Okay. If there is no question, I wanna read the closing. Chapter 3, closing. Constellation. The constellation of this paper we can compare between Indonesia and Arab Saudi. Suggestion. My advance the south of Random when compares Indonesia with this country. Okay, let I say.